same adjustment, my dear students. Myself, Pavitra from Soundarya Institute of Management and Science, Bangalore University. So, the previous session or the latest video, we have seen how to give a journal entry for forfeiture adjustment or forfeited shares adjustment in the journal entry. Now we have to see if the shares are forfeited, what next? After forfeiting them, what should we do in the next level? So the company takes a next call of reissuing the shares to the next level of the public. So let's see how this reissue happens, and we also have to see how this has been adjusted in the journal entries and in what stage. So this is the new adjustment and the last adjustment. With this, there will be an addition of balance sheet, that is new vertical balance sheet also, students. So in this particular session, we'll see how to give a journal entry if forfeited shares are reissued to the next shareholder or the new public. So they're trying to tell shares which are forfeited can be reissued by the company. Forfeited shares are nothing but the shares that are cancelled, which were already subscribed by some other shareholder, just because he didn't come back and pay the call money or call stage money. So what we do is, after cancelling the subscription of shares to that particular shareholder, such shares are called as forfeited ones. Such forfeited ones are reissued by the company to the next shareholders. So now the most important thing is, how do they fix the price for this forfeited share? So we'll see the reissue price can be any amount, not being less than the arrears due at the time of forfeiture. So they're trying to tell the reissue price depends upon the company's decision, but it should not be less than the due value. For an example, the due value was rupees 3 on 1000 shares. Rupees 3 on 1000 shares, that is 3000 rupees. It cannot go less than 3000 rupees. They can go anything above than 3000 rupees. So let's see how and the conditions that have to be applied in case of reissue. First condition is, if the forfeited shares are issued at price above the face value. Example, if the share face value is 10 rupees. Now you have already collected 7 rupees, last 3 rupees was remaining. Now again, while reissuing, you are giving the share value at 7 rupees. Already you have collected 7 rupees. Now again you are reissuing it at 7 rupees. So 7 plus 7, overall you are collecting 14 rupees on that particular shares. So excess value of 4 rupees will be credited to the premium account as a profit to the company. So that is what is called as securities premium account. The excess amount above face value represents profit or premium or surplus, which should be credited to securities premium account. The next condition is, if the forfeited shares are issued at less value than the called up value, then it is considered as loss on reissue of shares, and always losses are debited to the forfeited shares account. It is obvious, when it is a profit, it is credited, and when it is a loss, it is debited to forfeited shares account. After adjusting the loss, if still the balance is left in forfeited shares account, then that can be transferred to capital reserve account. Remember these three things: excess amount, push it or credit it to securities premium account. If you have a shortage, debit it to forfeited shares account. Even after adjusting to forfeited shares account, if you are still left with some more value, then that can be transferred to capital reserve account under capital profits heading in the balance sheet. This is what we do. So with these three conditions, let's see a question on the reissue of forfeited shares. So this is the question. They're telling Bharat Company Limited issued 10,000 equity shares. They're telling a company issued 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. The face value of the share is very clearly mentioned. It is 10. All the money was duly received except final call. So in the final call, out of 10,000 equity shares, 200 equity shares value of rupees 3 is not received. From whom? From Mr. Ram. Mr. Ram is a shareholder in Bharat Company Limited who had subscribed prior. He had paid up in the application stage, allotment stage, and also in the first call stage. Now what happened in the final call stage? He didn't come back and pay value rupees 3 on this 200 shares. They waited, they gave the call notice, but he still didn't come back. So what will they do now? The directors of the company, the board of directors, decided to forfeit their shares, forfeit these shares, that is these 200 shares. Forfeiting them is cancelling the subscription for Mr. Ram. Fine, they cancelled. Out of 10 rupees, he has not paid only 3 rupees. The remaining 7 rupees has already been collected by the company. Remember this. Out of 10, 7 is already collected. Only this 3 he didn't come back and pay. The next. And they reissued after forfeiting, that is cancelling the subscription for Mr. Ram. They reissued these 200 shares at what value? At 7 rupees again. Remember students, here already they have collected 7 rupees from him. Now they're cancelling his subscription. Even after the extended time, he didn't come back. Now again they're reissuing it 7 rupees. So 7 already they have collected. Now they're issuing at 7 again. 7 plus 7, 14 rupees on these 200 shares they're collecting. Remember this, all this analysis has to be shown in the journal entries. So they're asking us to record the journal entries. So let's see how the reissue of forfeited shares journal entry has been given. Coming to the journal entry, as in the previous session we've already seen forfeited journal entry. It's the same first journal entry. This is for the forfeited shares. We give this journal entry. So how much was the value that you were supposed to receive from Mr. Ram? Was 200 shares. 200 into rupees 10. So 200 into rupees 10, that is 2000 you were supposed to receive from him through all the stages. But what happened in the final call stage? He didn't come back and pay rupees 3 for this 200 shares. So 3 into 200, that is 600 rupees is forfeited. What about the remaining value that he has already paid? That will be going to the share final call account. That is rupees 7 into 200. 7 into 200, you will be getting 1400. This is already what they've collected from him. Now going to the share forfeiture account, this is the value that he didn't come back and pay in the final call, right? Going to the next journal entry, that is the second one. This is the journal entry that we actually give for reissuing these 200 shares. So while reissuing them, it is exactly the reverse entry of the first journal entry. So what we do is, when you reissue the same 200 shares, they've clearly mentioned in the question, they are reissuing it for 7 rupees. So bank account debit, share forfeiture account debit to share capital account. You can see. So to bank account, how much have you received? Again, you're reissuing it at 7 rupees. So 7 into 200 shares, that is 1400 you're actually receiving. Next, Share forfeiture account, this is the value that you have not received, and 2 share capital account, that is 2000 you were supposed to receive. So when you reissued these shares of rupees 10 each at rupees 7 per share, the actual value was 200 into 10, 2000. Out of 2000, when you reissued, you did it at 7 rupees. So 200 into 7, you're getting 1400. The remaining value is the value that you have forfeited because he didn't come back. So this is the value that you are showing it here. This is the journal entry. Going to the last journal entry, this is quite important because you can see some excess value here. How? Previously, in the first journal entry, you can see we have already collected 7 rupees from him through application, allotment and first call stage. So this 7 rupees or this 7 rupees is already a profit to the company that is being retained. Apart from this, second time when they reissued it, they are getting 1400, that is again 7 rupees on this 200 shares. So 7 rupees here and 7 rupees here, it becomes 14 rupees that they are collecting on this 200 shares. But the face value is only 10 rupees. So they have collected rupees 4 extra on this 200 shares. So what they do is that extra 4 rupees is being transferred to capital reserve account. So the journal entry will be share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account, excess balance of rupees 4 on 200 shares. How did you get this excess balance of rupees 4 is, as I already explained you with the question, from Mr. Ram, they have collected already 7 rupees from the beginning up to first call stage. Now again they're reissuing it at 7 rupees. So previously collected 7 rupees, now reissuing it at 7 rupees. In total it is amounting to 14 rupees. Out of 14 rupees, the face value of a company's share is only 10 rupees. The remaining 4 rupees becomes the excess balance that has to be transferred to capital reserve account. So 200 into 4, you will be getting 800 and 800, which will be transferred to capital reserve account. This is how we show journal entries in the last stage of forfeiture, along with application stage, allotment stage and call stage. So if a question is asked for 14 marks, we give 2 journal entries in the application stage, 2 journal entries in the allotment stage, 2 journal entries in the call stage, and if the call stage is split into first call and final call, again first call 2 journal entries, final call 2 journal entries. But again in the final call or first call, if a shareholder doesn't come back and pay, then this forfeiture picture comes into the company. Then you will have to give this extra 3 journal entries along with the 6 journal entries in the stages of shares. So this is overall 14 marks question that we will see. In the next class, we will see a complete full-fledged 14 marks question, including this forfeiture adjustment, reissue adjustment, and along with bank account and vertical form of balance sheet. Thank you, my dear students. There's a small assignment question on the same adjustment. Please go through. This is the assignment question for today. Please go through, try solving and come back with your queries. Thank you. Have a great day. Take care.